I know you mentioned to me about self-neglect, and you touched on it during our conversation today. Um, and you applied it to motherhood. And to be honest, Melissa, the first time I heard it applied to motherhood was actually with you.
Mhm.
Um, so, what does self-neglect in motherhood mean? Help define it for us.
Yeah, I think it just means neglecting yourself because you're a mom. I feel like so many times we as women, as mothers, as wives, we have all these roles that we feel like we need to fill or that we have to do or have to be. And I think it's easy to feel like you can't do all of those things at once. Some people can. I couldn't do it very well. So it's almost like letting some of those things go in order to do this other thing. And so in a way, it's almost like a dream dying in a way for a season. I think that's the other piece of advice to answer the earlier question is that everything is just for a season. It's not going to be that way forever, because I got stuck in the mindset of, oh my gosh, I'm always going to be changing diapers. I'm never going to get a full night's sleep. I mean, it's draining physically, mentally, emotionally, all of the ways. And so I felt very stuck and like I would never be able to do the things that I felt called to do, which is a lie. Because I was able to, just not all at once. So I think just giving yourself grace in those seasons and knowing that if something feels neglected, you can pick it up later, but don't neglect your self care. You've got to nourish yourself. You've got to get enough sleep. You've got to move your body. You need to take care of yourself because you can't take care of your family if you're not caring for yourself.
Beautiful. And, you know, just hearing you say that reminds me of one of my friends that she had her second child about 2 months ago. Um, and she before that before the pregnancy before she got pregnant she was stressed, she neglected to a degree her health. And when she realized she was pregnant, she became pregnant, she's having the child now. She was at a point where her mental and physical fitness wasn't where it needed to be. You throw in a young child, and to all the mothers out there and to all the fathers out there, I'm going to let you guys know, new mothers aren't getting any sleep. Right? So she develops, she's having headaches now, she's having high blood pressure because her body is being pulled in all these different ways. And I went to her and I told her, you need to focus on you because if you're not healthy, if something were to happen to you, you will be no good to your child. Right? So, yes, to the moms out there, and Melissa, I'll let you comment on it as well. We're not saying pick your child up, put them in front of the TV, and don't come back. We're not advocating that. What we're saying is that make sure your child is taken care of, but also make sure that you're taken care of. So, how would someone continue to do something like that, Melissa, when they're finding it so difficult to say that, you know what, I can't get any time to take care of myself? What would you tell them?
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to applaud you for saying that to your friend because that takes a lot of courage to say that to a new mom. So good for you for telling her that because she needed to hear it. And I know a lot of people don't always tell us things that we need to hear. So good for you for doing that. You're a good friend. um, I think the thing is to figure out where you're spending your time. Because I remember when, we had our first and everyone was like, well, when the baby sleeps, you sleep. But little Miss Type A here, I'm like, no, I've got to get things done. I need to cook and I need to clean. Da, da, da. So I didn't rest when she was napping because I had things to do in my mind. Got to meet that expectation. Um, but I think, just make sure that you're giving yourself what you need and to release the expectation. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. If you need to go for a walk, go for a walk. If you can put your child in a stroller or take them with you or go to the park, like figure out a way to make it work because you can always figure things out. There's always a solution. It just might not be the first thing that comes to your mind. So just make sure that your needs are met and you're getting what you need in terms of sleep and hydration and food and just the basics of health actually.
How were you able to organize your time? Like, how were you able to do that? To find the time to make sure that you were in a place where, you know what, I look good, I feel good, I am going to be good. How did you get to that point?
It happened after my kids were older, to be honest with you. I didn't figure this out until they were in school. And so that is a good question. Looking back, I think I probably could have used the time differently when they were like in preschool, or, had someone come in maybe during a week. I don't know. I could have figured something out, but for me, it didn't happen until they were in school and I had more time on my hands. But my game changer is getting up early. I get up before my family and I have that time just to have my me time. I drink my coffee, I read, I journal, I just spend some time in quiet in the morning because I need that. And I know not if your child isn't sleeping through the night, I'm not advocating you get up early, but if you are getting a full night's sleep, maybe getting up before your family could really, be a game changer for you too.
So now this is probably going to be my favorite question now that you've said that. Now that your children are older,
Mhm.
how much time do you spend on you and how much do you love it?
Ooh, that's a good question. I have never calculated it. Man, you're going to make me think. I work out every day. That's about 30 to 45 minutes. And then I get ready. That's about another 30 minutes. I don't know. I would say maybe an hour to 2 hours a day. I don't know. Because I'm also doing stuff around the house and running a business. And I don't think it's extravagant, but I don't think it's not anything either. So it seems like a good balance for this season.